Hey guys, you're watching QDCrafts. Today I'm going to be showing you how I made these DIY mini bead lapel pins. I'm sure some of you know who Generation DIY is. She's one of my favorite YouTubers and she heavily inspired me to make this video. I'll leave her video in the description down below, and she made a lot of different tumbler pins that I think look really awesome. She used shrink plastic, and of course I decided to use these mini beads to make my lapel pins. These are so easy to make if you have a lot of different bead colors. You can choose any design you like, and without further ado, let's get started with the tutorial. You can't do this project at all without mini beads, of course, so I'm using the Perler brand as well as Art Cow mini beads. Then I got some of these blank pins from Amazon. They weren't very expensive, but if you don't want to buy them, you can always use old lapel pins that you don't want anymore, or you could use safety pins. I recommend getting some tweezers to pick up these mini beads because they are so tiny and it would be such a pain to pick them up with just your fingers. And now I'm just placing the mini beads onto the pegboard to create my designs. This is a very time-consuming process since the beads are so small, so I suggest listening to some music while you do this. It requires a ton of patience. I chose to make designs that show my interests, so mainly K-pop, bubble tea, animals. Probably should have threw in some Pokemon, but maybe next time. The ideas are endless. Don't forget to be creative and have fun with this. If you're stumped on ideas, I have a playlist full of my cutie minis projects. These are basically smaller projects that I made with regular sized beads. So if you use mini beads for these designs, they'll just turn out even tinier, and of course they'll be so cute. Now to iron the beads so that they fuse together, I'm using some tape so that I can get these designs off of the pegboard. This just makes it easier for me to iron the projects and prevents accidental melting of the pegboard itself. After that, I have my iron preheated at 1, which is the silk setting. I wanted some of my pins to be shiny, so I used Art Cow's plastic ironing film to leave a shiny finish on the beads, but I also like the regular matte looking pins, so to do that I used regular parchment paper when ironing. It shouldn't take too long for the beads to fuse at my heat setting. Less than a few minutes should do the trick on each side. Just look closely to make sure all the beads are fused before you flip them over, take off the tape, and iron the other side. I also suggest over ironing the beads slightly just to make sure that they are nice and sturdy. After they cooled down, I peeled them off of the film and this is what they look like. All of them are shiny and I personally really like this look. If you don't like that finish, then here are the classic matte finish designs that were ironed using ironing paper or just regular parchment paper. With all the designs complete, I can now take my blank pins and secure them into place using some hot glue. You should probably use some sort of super glue, which will make it less likely for the pins to fall off, but I didn't have any, so I just drowned the pin in a lot of hot glue. Once the pin is secured, we're done. Look at that. This is my own lapel pin that I made right at home. You guys can have so much fun with this project. I know I had a ton of fun making these designs, and I'm actually so tempted right now to make more. Now it's just up to you to decide where you're going to stick these. I'll probably put these onto my backpack to make it just a little bit more interesting. Remember, you guys, have fun with this project, be creative, and I can't wait to see what you come up with. Alright guys, so I really hope you enjoyed watching this video on how to make your own mini bead lapel pins. I'm really curious to see what you guys will be making, so you can tag me at QDCrafts or use the hashtag QDCrafts so I can see what kind of lapel pins you'll be making. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys next time with another QDCraft. Bye!